This is a demonstration of the HLImage++ Image Manager tool. This video will explain how to use it, and also explain the difference between a viewport in HLImage, an image in memory, and an image on disk. To start off with, let's open an image of some pollen from a file named mixpol. In the Image Manager, we now see an image named mixpol with its name taken from the file name. The same name appears in the title bar of the viewport in which the image is displayed. If we rename the image to pollen, you'll see that the name changes both in the Image Manager's list and in the title bar of the viewport. However, if we look at the file name of the image on disk, it's still mixpol.bmp. What we've renamed is the image in HLImage's memory, not the file. Now let's open another viewport and double-click pollen in the Image Manager to display the same image in two viewports. We'll tile them for easier viewing. As you can see, we now have two viewports displaying the same image, and since they are the same image in memory, they only appear once in the Image Manager's list. If we draw an ROI, or region of interest, on the image, you'll see that it appears in both viewports. Now let's zoom in on that ROI. As you can see, only the active viewport has zoomed in. With multiple viewports displaying the same image, we can adjust the display characteristics of each independently for multiple simultaneous views of the same image. For example, we might zoom one viewport to look at detail, and keep another viewport zoomed out to help us see where the zoomed-in part appears in the context of the entire image. Next, let's open the Display tool and create a lookup table optimized to show us the detail of this ROI. You'll notice that the lookup table has only been applied to the active viewport, and the other viewport still displays the image as it originally looked. This is possible because a lookup table only affects the way an image is displayed, but doesn't modify the actual image data. We still only have one image in memory, it's just displayed differently in the two viewports. Next, we'll perform an operation that does modify the image data. We'll open the Filter tool and select pollen as both the input and the output image. Then we'll apply a Pruitt filter to the image to highlight the edges. Since the Filter tool placed its output in the pollen image, actually modifying the image data, the image displayed in both viewports changed. Now let's open the unfiltered image from disk again. And as you can see, the Image Manager now lists two images in memory, mixpol and our modified version, pollen. If I activate the viewport that's displaying pollen and double-click mixpol, once again we're displaying the original image data in two viewports. You'll notice that even though pollen is no longer being displayed, it's still listed in the Image Manager because HLImage still has it in memory. Let's open the Filter tool again and perform the same operation, but this time we'll leave Output Image blank to have HLImage create a new image for the output. As you can see, the Image Manager now lists three images in memory: mixpol, pollen, and output, the output of this last filter operation. Even if we close all but one viewport, all three images still remain in memory and in the list. And by double-clicking them in the Image Manager, we can display whichever image we wish.